radiators. I already run one in one of my cars.
There's so many things that I like about this here AlloyWorks radiator. One of the main ones is the billet aluminum radiator cap. This thing is really sweet. I love anything in billet, and that is just so cool that they put that on there. The main reason that I picked this radiator is because it's going in my burnout car, which is going to make around 1,000 horsepower, big block Chevy with a 671 supercharger, and I don't want my car to overheat. This radiator is a 4-core radiator with a dual fan setup. It comes with a fan shroud and has oil cooler lines for your transmission as well. I also am really impressed with their welding job on this. The welds are pretty nice. I can't do any better myself. This radiator came with a bag of goodies as well. All the electrical stuff that you need to get this radiator to work and keep your car cool is included in the kit. First off, we got a temperature sensor right here that just screws right into the bottom of the radiator, which that's awesome. It's already installed. And then you have a relay here that you can set to turn your fan on and off based on the temperature. And you got a whole bag full of little wire connectors to help you finish up the rest of the radiator wiring. To use one of these radiators in your guys' hot rod, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to wire it. You don't have to have a car that makes fireballs like mine does. They're great in street cars. They'll keep your car cool in stop and go traffic, and even on the highway. Make sure you guys use discount code Nightmare Garage at checkout to get yourself a smoking hot deal that is hotter than those fireballs. And you guys can trust me, because those fireballs are pretty dang hot. AlloyWorks not only sells radiators, they also sell intercoolers, oil coolers, catch cans, fuel system parts, and their website is super easy to use. So make sure you guys go check out AlloyWorks. Check out the radiator section if you're looking for one. I already have one in one of my other cars, and it works pretty great. I want to thank AlloyWorks for sponsoring today's video. So I have no idea where we left off with Nightmare. It has been quite a few months. We went on a drag and drive. We pushed Gator deep into the 9s. It's been a crazy couple months for Gator, and yeah, we actually won the stick shift drag and drive, so if you haven't watched that, you should go back and do that. But we are back on Nightmare because I really want to turn him into a really bad burnout car with, I'm hoping, a big supercharger. Or maybe we'll just do like a dumpster fire turbo. I don't really know. Currently, if you guys don't remember, it has got a 6-liter LS in it with a Truck Norris cam off of good old Evil Bay. So it might be, you know, a Chinesian brand. The other thing, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I really want to do this right and make it look show-worthy again. So we have to fix this here hole the right way. It hurts a feller to say that, but I gotta do it. So, yeah. When you're doing this kind of here body work, sometimes you need to add a little bit of rebar in there to, you know, keep the structure going. Nowadays, it's really just better to do the work yourself. You don't know what kind of work some sort of shops are going to do. You might have some sort of hack that's just going to, like, I don't know, do a really terrible job. So you want to make sure that you do your body work yourself so you know it's done right and done to perfection. I think that looks pretty damn good. But yeah, so we're gonna let her dry up, harden up here. I might get another can or two of that. I'll snip all the rebar out of her and cut her as flat as we can. And this stuff here is actually fireproof. So fireproof bodywork. If you need more tech tips, hit me up in the comments. And then I have some Bondo over there somewhere, and I'm going to get some Bondo on there, and we're going to get a back window in this thing, and it's going to start looking really snazzy. Fuel cell, I got a fuel system for it. We're really starting to come together. I got her pretty well shaped up. Check this out. I like it. So, kind of got a profile like that. This guy here is smooth. Comes down. I got to cut off the back yet, but that's later. And then I got the window filled out and cut out. I'm gonna put the window in as well. So that stuff is on there and drying. And in the meantime, while it's drying, I made myself pizza. That's pretty good. Next, we're gonna clean up the back window trim area. Make sure the caulk sticks real good. And then I'm gonna start setting the back window with some caulk on it. So the next thing we gotta do is we gotta take care of all the redneck diamonds that are on the back of this car and peel all the silicone off that has a whole bunch of redneck diamonds stuck to it. We got some polycarbonate over there that I'm gonna form to fit the back window there. If anybody needs a diamond necklace for the old ball and chain, you know, hit me up. I got you. This thing is bougie. So I got everything cleaned up on the windshield. Now we're going to lay a bead of caulk, throw it in, and screw it down. Now we're going to start working on the side pieces.
This kills me. I won't be very happy about it. Well, yeah.
So we are using a torch to try to mold this guy in a little bit. Something along these lines is what I'm thinking. We're gonna heat this up and I guess get her to form, maybe? Possibly. It's high technology right here. That ain't half bad for doing it ourselves, because you can't buy a window that's shaped like that. So unless you run the window into a tree first.
You cannot buy a window shaped like that. They do not make those.
Custom ordered tree shaped vent windows.
Exactly. Of the finest quality. Yes.
We got the window put together. I think it looks pretty dang good. Next, we gotta cut a hole for the fuel cell. Drop that sucker in. We're gonna start getting this thing plumbed up. Get the fuel pump in, and the fuel lines run up to the motor. The plan is that motor does not stay in there though. We're looking to go with something bigger and taller, a lot taller. So now that the window's in, now I'm gonna take a fuel cell that I got over there, stick it in the trunk, and we are gonna get this fuel system started. I got a pump, I got a fuel cell, I got filters, and a whole bunch of 10AN lines. So what I'm doing back here, being that this window is blown out and there's massive holes back here, in order to keep the fuel cell safe from fire, because I'm sure we're going to have a bunch of tire fires when we actually get this thing rolling here, we got to close all that off, and we got to close off the cabin too the best we can. I am throwing around the idea, I will need sponsors to do this, because I don't have the money to do this, but I'm thinking about putting a big block in here, because a supercharger for a big block is about $1,000 cheaper. That's quite a bit, and I can build a big block for $1,000, I think. Wouldn't be a crazy nice big block, but it would still be a big block. So maybe a 454 or something out of a motorhome or something. I don't know. I have got the floor welded back in this thing. Looks pretty darn good, I think. I'm gonna take it. I gotta fix a couple spots, no big deal. Just kind of gonna seal them up with some silicone and stuff. And I gotta cut out the floor here for the sump for that bad boy. While later, got the little sump area done. It turned out pretty good. I think that should work. Same profile as that bad boy. I just cleaned the tank out, cleaned all the fittings out. I'm going to throw this in there. That fuel cell fits amazing now. I'm going to tighten up the straps on it, and the fuel cell is staying in for good. It's been a long time coming. It's been about a year and a half almost since I wrecked it. I do kind of need some sponsors to do what I want to do. I foot the bill on everything. I pay everything out of pocket, like that car. And the Mustang, paid that all out of pocket. I feel like my YouTube channel is something to offer for some companies out there and stuff. So if you are a company that would be interested in sponsoring, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to talk about what my YouTube channel and my social media platforms have to offer for you guys as far as advertisement, showing what kind of parts you guys make or services you offer. So if you want, hit me up and we can talk about it. And now that this stuff is all set up, we got to go ahead and sand it down. You can see it's kind of a little bit bumpy and stuff. So we got to sand it down with the most aggressive sandpaper that I can find. Damn! That's how you know your Bondo work is strong. It didn't even hardly budge. That's insane. But in all seriousness, I actually do got to get this guy sanded down, and I got a bunch of aggressive sandpaper right here, so I'm going to knock it down as much as I can, and I'm going to paint it as is, because we do some really good body work around here, if you can't tell. I'm pretty sure this thing is going to smack a couple walls and a couple barriers in its future as well, just with the nature of being a burnout car. I got all the Bondo all sanded down roughly alright. It looks good, so I'm going to paint that sucker. And it's going to look great because we're going to close our eyes if it doesn't. I think that looks pretty dang good. I don't know about you guys. It looks like it never happened. Can't even tell. Dude, that is wicked. That is wicked. Oh man, gotta make the best out of it. So that hopefully people learn from my mistakes and they don't do stupid shit like I do. I got this thing pulled out now. All I gotta do is yank the motor and we are good to go. I got the motor and tranny out of there. Everything is sitting down in yonder, completely empty. That big block back there is going in here very soon. I am very excited about that. I'm gonna get this guy here all pulled apart and take some pictures of the block and engine stuff and put her up for sale. I need to sell it so I can buy a bunch of other parts for this car. They're going to be very expensive, and it is going to be awesome. We're hoping to put on a show in front of a couple huge crowds this next summer. That's what our plan is. We're going all in on this deal. Oh, Camaro just got in another accident. Just going to push this guy right back up in here. That'll work. It's kind of nice having a beater truck. He's kind of almost took the mirror off. Wouldn't even matter. Probably an improvement. So we got the big block safely stored away here. It's going to sit here for probably only about a week or so. And then we're going to start tearing into this thing and figure out exactly what we got to do to get this thing ready to rock and roll again. We are going to pick out a new bump stick, I think. Yeah, make that thing chop and blower surge. I did not say blower surge. You didn't hear that. She's doing school because she's studious. And I'm a delinquent and I dropped out. That is where we're going to end this video off with the big block back at home, ready to rock and roll. Well, you know which car it's going in back there. And the power adder that we're going to put on that thing is going to be wicked. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys share the videos with your buddies. It really helps the algorithm and helps my channel grow. And make sure you leave me a like and comment. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys later.